Hello, I'm Thomas Carruthers.
I'm Will Leggetter.
And today we continue our depth into Aardman with The Pirates in an Adventure with Scientists, or for our American viewers, The Pirates Band of Misfits. I read some bullshit trivia where they were like, the Pirates books aren't that popular in America, so they went with Band of Misfits.
Throughout history, legend has told of a pirate captain, the terror of the seas.
Do you have a name, pirate captain?
They call me the pirate captain. Raise the flag! Standard, sir?
Or extra gruesome.
Extra gruesome! Let's go plundering!
He's got the crew.
Ah, sure, some of you are just fish I've dressed up in a hat. But you're still the best crew a captain could wish for.
He's got the pirates.
Polly's the heart and soul of the boat.
She's like an auntie with a beak. And he's got the moves.
I'm the pirate captain. And I'm here for your gold.
I haven't got any gold.
Then what is this?
It's a baboon's kidney.
Is it?
But there's one thing
This is the big one.
he hasn't got.
You're entering Pirate of the Year? No. Yes.
They're not that popular in England. I didn't know it was a book series.
I've never heard. I thought it was an original story by Aardman.
No, it's based on The Pirates in an Adventure with Scientists by Gideon Defoe, which came out in 2004. And I believe is part of a series. Yeah, let's have a look at the series. The book introduces many themes and devices that are revisited throughout the series. Can I not have a series list? Get me a series list. Oh, here we are, the Pirates series. These include The Pirates in an Adventure with Scientists, The Pirates in an Adventure with Whaling.
This can only end brilliantly. You'll see, I will be Pirate of the Year. And then you'll be laughing on the other side of your faces. And believe me, that is a very painful thing to do.
From Aardman, creators of Chicken Run and Wallace and Gromit, and Sony Pictures Animation.
That bird!
My parrot?
It's the scientific discovery of our age!
Here's the plan. We go to London, we get a huge pile of booty, I enter Pirate of the Year, I win! Bingo!
But it's impossible odds!
It's only impossible if you stop to think about it.
Comes a film with action, adventure,
I haven't seen you since that business in Madagascar! Ah, yes. I could have sworn they were girls.
and luxuriant beards.
Evening, Captain.
Get ready
Sorry.
for the pirates.
Actual pirate?
What pirate? Nobody here but us Girl Guides.
In an adventure
Well, this is my crew.
with scientists.
Yes, I'm using crew in the street sense. You.
The pirates in an adventure with scientists.
By Jove. Makes other films look like complete pants.
The Pirates in an Adventure with Communists,
Oh, yeah.
Pirates in an Adventure with Napoleon, and the Pirates in an Adventure with the New Romantics, not the New Romantics, not with Morrissey. No, although I would, it was Spandau Ballet. The Pirates in an Adventure with Spandau Ballet. Oh. Don the Barricade. Yes, I didn't know these were a series of books, and I'm guessing that you just said that you didn't know them, so I'm
No,
guessing you haven't read any.
No, I'm beyond the demographic of those books. No. I read books with less pictures nowadays. Still, I like a picture book. But
This show, 1 minute before this podcast started recording, Will showed me the new Bookies Ball, which is, correct me if I'm wrong, mostly pictures.
it helps me understand it more.
There we go. So you're not over picture books, Will.
I've just sat here looking at my Asterix and Tintin collection.
What's your favourite Asterix books, Will?
Oh, I like the Golden Sickle and the when he meets Cleopatra.
Oh, very good. Is I think I don't know if we've litigated this yet. When it comes to the Aardman feature films, I don't think we've got a firm and fast opinion yet on what your favourite is. We did Chicken Run first.
I think Chicken Run may be my favourite.
Are we doing them in order of your favourites?
I don't know, because I mean, are we counting Were Rabbit as a feature film?
Yes, because it's a feature film.
Yeah, because it is a feature. Yeah, Were Rabbit is. I mean, it'll depend on the watch, but that's pretty up there in second place contender, I think.
Where does Pirates fit into all this for you, Will?
I think Pirates is probably the bottom. I still love it. I still adore it, but I think Chicken Run flushed away and Were Rabbit are better than Pirates.
Yeah. And it's only the bottom of the ones that we're actually doing, because there are obviously other Aardmans. First Man, were you a fan of First Man, Will?
This one was fine.
Not good enough to get an episode. The Pirates and an Adventurous Scientist. This was, of course, a first watch for me. I missed this train. You've mentioned this to me many times because we are, of course, both huge Hugh Grant fans.
Yes.
You once outrageously said that this was a better performance than Phoenix Buchanan.
I don't remember saying that.
I mean, I'm not going to go through every episode, but you did once say, or you said at least it was on par, or it was just as good. And I have to disagree, I'm afraid. What? I know the answer to this question because I know you, but what makes these movies your favorites? I think I know all the answers, but just to kick us off today, what really brings it home?
I'm a huge fan of stop motion animation. I have appreciation for the craft. I think that's one.
Incredible first answer. I have appreciation for the craft.
I love that Aardman are maybe was it Aardman or was it what Nick Pat brought to Aardman? That sort of specific Yorkshireism comedy. Yeah,
this is Peter Lord, who may be from Yorkshire. Let's find out. He's from Bristol. Hey! In 1953, he's currently 67 and still alive.
Oh, congratulations. I just think that they're full of little bits of comedy, some great lines. And I think that there's a language contained within all Aardman films that makes them unique and similar to each other.
Unique and similar. Again,
that's how broad.
Wonderful. I'm going to open with Oscar travesty, just so we get a landscape of the animated films at this time, because we're getting to that point where Oscars now, they do nominate five movies. Sometimes they don't manage to get to 5. Sometimes they still go for the 3. But Brave wins. I don't know your opinions on Brave. Frankenweenie, Paranorman, Pirates, and Wreck-It Ralph are the other 4 nominations.
Wow.
I'd probably go Frankenweenie. I like Frankenweenie a lot, actually. I deeply enjoy Frankenweenie. And Paranorman's rather excellent as well. It's probably my favourite of the Leica movies. I never much cared for Kubo and the Two Strings. I thought some of the finest animation I've ever seen. Sorry?
Is Coraline in that mix?
Coraline is in that Leica mix, yeah. But Coraline doesn't have Elaine Stritch. So, you've got to weigh it up. And neither does Paranorman. Am I remembering this wrong? Elaine Stritch. No. She's the grandma. I knew it. Yeah. It was like her last role. I think, well, you're like, it's a big ask. Not really, because once you get into it, it flies by. I think 30 Rock is an untapped show for you that you would love. I mean, it is literally our exact comedic brain. When it comes to American humor, it's our exact comedic brain. And Alec Baldwin's in it, and Elaine Stritch is in it. It's very, very good. But you presumably would vote for Pirates, or are you going to be contrarian? Are you going to give it to somebody else? They were Brave, Frankenweenie, Paranorman, Pirates, and Wreck-It Ralph.
I'd probably give it to either Brave or Wreck-It Ralph.
Never much cared for Brave, I have to say.
Oh.
Sorry. Budget of 55 million makes 123 million. So they made some money this time at least.
Made more than double.
That's true. They did make more than double. Economics. Yes, they did. The film received generally positive reviews. It was a modest success. Wow. So lovely review there. Katrina Eunice, 1-star review corner. Utter drivel. There was a time when Aardman could do no wrong. Sadly, this film marks the end of these glory days. The story was awful and the jokes were hackneyed. Not even the animation was up to the usual mark. To disagree there.
And this is the best stop motion claymation animation they've done yet.
And I think it seamlessly blends when they have moments of CGI as well, because obviously all the water and the whales. The chimpanzee was just a poor copy of the sign language chimps from Madagascar. Well, I mean, that's irrefutable. Yikes! After reading a few of the critic and user reviews, I decided to take my 9-year-old daughter and 4-year-old son to see this film. The reviews were favorable, so I assumed it would be good. Wrong! This film is terrible. The only laughter I could hear was during the trailer for Despicable Me 2. I usually enjoy seeing movies with my kids and enjoy going to the movies in general, but this was not entertaining, clever, or funny in any way.
I do think this, compared to the other 3 feature films we're doing, this is the one that's, of the 4, aimed at children more, I think. However, there's a lot still in it for adults.
Yeah, however, it's about Charles Darwin, and nobody knows who Charles Darwin is.
I didn't know who he was until I watched this movie.
Is that real?
No, it's a funny joke.
Thank God. Disappointment. What a massive disappointment. An adventurous scientist, do me a favour. The opportunity for a swashbuckling piratical caper is passed up in preference for yet another flimsy film where the central character is a glorified wimp played by Hugh Grant. And the second in command, another wimpy character voiced by Martin Freeman. Don't even get me started on David Tennant's Darwin. He must be rolling in his grave. For some reason... Poor David Tennant. Overall, the film's main characters are pathetic to the point of embarrassment and an insult to the title Pirates. Jeremy Piven there, Bellamy, Black Bottom Bellamy, or whatever his name was. Let's get into the body of the film. At best 10-minute stretch. Will, why don't you kick us off?
I only have 2 of these because I've got a lot of minutes.
I also have 2 10 minutes and then a lot of minutes.
I've gone for the science conference where we have the grand reveal of Polly to all of the scientists, and then leading into the sort of meeting Victoria. The wonderful, I'm going to blow one of my favourite lines now. He's no scientist. He's a girl guide. When his costume burns.
Yes, that is very funny. Well, you really could have got me to watch this movie a lot earlier if you'd have told me that our greatest star of stage and screen, Imelda Staunton,
plays
Queen Victoria. Who this will be by this point? She'll have also played Queen Victoria, Queen Elizabeth II. She is our new. She is our new crown. I'm not a Crown fan, but we both love Paddington 2. Can you name every Paddington 2 cast member?
Oh, crikey. So Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant, Imelda Staunton.
Imelda Staunton. I don't think Martin Freeman's in it, is he?
You're not. I'm not going to allow you to just go down the list. There is one more that you're missing.
Oh, it's Brendan Gleeson.
You were looking at the IMDb, and that is shameful.
I'm just looking at the cast list. I'm not looking at their discography.
Yeah, but the minute you see Brendan Gleeson, you're going to go, "Oh yeah, Marmalade, Marmalade."
I don't do nothing for nobody for nothing.
Oh, what a great film! These rolling shoes. What a great film!
My popping book.
Oh, you're going to need a lot more of those coins to buy this book. In my head, there's a wacky rom-com. I mean, my ex liked Paddington too, so I guess I've had that experience. But in my head, there's a version of Notting Hill where I run a bookstore, and somebody goes, "Excuse me, I've got 50p. Can I buy this book?" And I go, "You're going to need a lot more of those coins." And then she finishes and she goes, "To get that book." You like Jim Broadbent's performance in Paddington 2? Yes, I do. You know. What has he got? What's he got in this? What has he got in his shot? Oh, I don't know. I guess he's got some rolling shoes. And go, marry me right now. I think at this point, I just
never happen.
No, it will never happen. No, I'm just a woman. I'm just a girl stood in front of a boy, asking him to put on his rolling shoes. Never liked Notting Hill, I have to say.
I don't like Notting Hill at all.
I love Alec Baldwin.
Yes.
Full stop. No,
You're eating mayonnaise.
I love Alec Baldwin. I love Hugh Grant, but we all know Julia Roberts does nothing for me. Never found her charming or funny or delightful.
Sleeping with the Enemy. That's my favourite Julia Roberts.
Laura! One of the most unironically hilarious moments of all time is her noticing the towels are all aligned, and then and all this turn the cams. If I'm a goddamn psychopath and I want to kill my ex-wife, I'm not waiting to turn all the fucking cans around.
Are you going to dress up as a woman and go into hospital?
There was a woman. Oh, I love. No, she did have gymnastics. That's how she got all of those bruises. And he throws the bus through the window. And also, I don't want to victim shame anybody, but how fucking stupid are you to not check if the ring flushes? Come on, Laura. Come on, Laura. Anyway, Sleep with the Enemy pod coming soon. I could do a month of 90s thrillers. I love 90s thrillers. Single White Female, Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Internal Affairs. Have you seen Internal Affairs?
No.
It's Richard Gere playing the scummiest cop of all time. And he's like a dirty cop, and Andy Garcia is a good cop. And there is literally a scene where he's having where Richard Gere sat at a table with this dirty business partner and his wife, and he is fingering the wife to her coming whilst talking with the husband about business. And he's just going, "Yeah, I think the business is going to go really well." And his wife's just going, Richard Gere. It's incredible. Great movie. Unlawful Entry. I'm a big fan of Unlawful Entry.
What Lies Beneath? Is that 90s?
We've already done What Lies Beneath. Will
we have, but we should mention it when we talk about.
Yes, that is true. No, we can't mention it. It's 2000.
Well,
I think it's just because he films it in between Castaway.
It's not 2000s. It's still a 90s thriller.
It's filmed in between Castaway, and Castaway comes out in 90s. Do you know that story, don't you? That they filmed the first half of Castaway, then Tom Hanks takes a 6-month break to get thin, and Robert Zemeckis makes What Lies Beneath, the biggest king move ever.
I don't know why they didn't do it in reverse. Why they didn't? He didn't get ripped. Film the last scenes and then just eat loads of Big Macs.
He's not ripped. He's not ripped. He's like haggard and bearded. Maybe because Robert Zemeckis was like, "I want to make What Lies Beneath. I've got Ford and Pfeiffer for 2 months."
Imagine if The Terminal is a direct follow-on from Castaway, he spends so long on the island. He washes up, and
He's lost his accent. And he goes, "I want the terminal." I'm surprised, and I think it's a travesty on movie making all over that Tom Hanks has never been in a movie since Castaway, been on a plane and gone, "Fingers crossed," something like that. I think, or walks past people playing volleyball and going, "Takes me back." Something like I like this idea. The Pirates and Adventurous Scientists. I have Meet the Parents. No, I have Meet the Pirates. My favorite 10-minute stretch in the Pirates is the movie Meet the Parents. I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
Oh, I love that series.
It's a great movie. I know Capoeira. Meet the Pirates, and obviously the joy and hustle and bustle of all of that. I'm going to stop 10-minute stretch. No, you give your next 10-minute stretch.
My other one is just the big rescue mission at the end on the steamboat.
Yeah. We've been doing this with the Aardman movies. I just want to go down the list of names, an incredible list of names. Hugh Grant, Selma Hayek, Jeremy Piven, Martin Freeman, David Tennant, Lenny Henry, Brian Blessed, Russell Tovey, Anton Yelchin, who passed, of course, Brendan Gleeson, the wonderful, always delightful Ashley Jensen. And then we have Al Roker, who I believe was a TV spokesman, wasn't he? Yeah. Al Roker's on TV. So the pirate who likes sunsets. Maybe that's the American. Sometimes they change voices.
I'd cast again.
And David Schneider, who from why did you laugh at David Schneider?
It's Tony Hayes.
It's Tony Hayes. And also a couple of guests in Knowing Me, Knowing You is on a second series. Have I got a second series? Give him a second series, Tony. Yeah, you shit. Oh, great.
I'll surprise you. I like one. Oh, it's great.
Oxygen a Pear Tree? What's that one about? It's just a title.
Knowing ME. Knowing.
That's it for 10-minute stretch.
Yeah.
Enough of that silly business. Which takes us thusly into Tom's weirdly specific favourite part of the film. I mean, these Aardman movies are built for it. We're sort of in airplane territory. I enjoy the fish slap in the opening fight, in the cutlasses and beards fight or whatever. I love the bubbles on the beer and the grog.
They're like, almost like little glass beads, aren't they?
Very, very satisfying. How many glass beads?
25.
35. Fun story for you there in what was your piece, Will?
Ours was terrible. It was just an excuse for me to sing Don't Rain on My Parade.
Yeah, you did all of Don't Rain, and you did all of One Day More.
Yeah, it was
long.
It was bad.
It's long and bad. We did a piece which was Brexit, and it was all about somebody. Basically, we'd recorded a murder. Somebody had the murder footage, and it was this whole big debate in a newsroom about, can we post it? Can we use it? Blah, blah, blah. And in the middle, it was a comedy. And in the middle of this was the character Risky Linda, which was basically previous guest from Shawshank Redemption episode, Lucy Hewitt, with a deep voice. And she, the famous line, and it was very close to not getting in. She said, "Tom, I'm not saying that." And I said, "No, go on, it'll be the funniest thing ever." And then I said, "Do you know why they call me Risky Linda?" And then somebody else in the cast went, "Because you put 20 anal beads up your bum." And then Risky Linda's response is 25 anal beads. An excellent piece of comedy. Wonderful stuff. I also have, and some of you are closer to a chair. Hey! I've got here Brian Blessed's box. Might want to rephrase that. And
I've got that as well. Yes. How loud have you been, Brian Blessed?
Brian Blessed. I put here sad captain, when they all start arriving and he has a little sad moment. That's
yeah.
very sad. I also have here, sad Darwin. I'm going to die alone. I'm miserable. I don't know how film Twitter and depressive Twitter haven't got a hold of that. That feels just like ripe for memes. Ashley Jensen, and there's a very unhappy looking baboon. This has, when they go to London, it's the exact same shot as Sweeney Todd, the movie, going through the smoke. And there's no place like London. The ladies' tops gag, but mostly it's for looking down ladies' tops. Yes. Very funny. And I have here just any reference to the Elephant Man. I love the Elephant Man.
You've been awfully kind.
Oh, favorite bit of the Elephant Man when they get him a new cane and he goes, "Oh, new cane. Thank you so much. Oh, no, cane. Oh, the Lord is my saviour, and I try." My Elephant Man very close to Gary Oldman in Hannibal. Cordell. Oh, wonderful. Shane Black, good dad at the time. And I put here the final monster.
Yes.
I'm going to ruin What's the Change. Why wasn't that just the ending? I don't want them to pop back out. I think it's a lot funnier if they just get eaten. I guess they wanted a sequel. We're going to talk about that in a minute.
Ooh.
That was a big wow. Will's more general, weirdly specific.
I like his little world's best pirate mug. That's nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
When he has a tantrum on Darwin's ship, that's very funny. The cashier gag, where he's like, ching.
But again, how many times are they going to do the same gag? They do it 3 times in this. They do it 4 times in Flushed Away.
It's great. And remember, the name of the ship is the Jammy Dutcher. Good. The Girl Guides costumes. We're not pirates. We're just Girl Guides. Ladies fainting on the applausometer.
Yeah, very Cat in the Hat, serial arsonist.
Yeah, and of course the Elephant Man.
And of course the Elephant Man. Soundtrack corner. Best use of a song and best song full stop. Best song full stop. I'm going to give to London Calling, The Clash.
I have also gone for that.
Best use of a song. We've got some nominees. I'm interested if you've got the same as me. Our nominees: Swords of a Thousand Men, great track. Fiesta by the Pogues, underrated track. However, my nomination, my winner for best use of a song,
same as you, it's I'm Not Crying
by the Flight of the Conchords. Yes, yeah. Wonderful song. Very, very funny. When you were a child, Will, and you watched this, did you know that this was a song? Did you know the Flight of the Conchords were this comedy band, or did you think they'd written a funny original song?
I thought it was a funny original song, but when I realised it was Flight of the Conchords, because I knew the Flight of the Conchords away from that, but I didn't know. Yes. Because I love Jermaine Clement. I love Jermaine Clement.
He's a great man. What's your favourite Taika Waititi movie, Will?
I mean, Jojo Rabbit.
Great choice.
Yeah.
Which takes us thusly. I just need to stop saying thusly. Will's favourite building or set, because we've already touched on Oscar Travesty.
Blood Island is quite wonderful.
Yeah, it's the DVD menu. I sat and watched it for a while.
I think I will give it to Blood Island. That's all of the little pirate shops and the taverns out on
Not
the
Brian Blessed's shell.
It's a magical floating shell. No. Beard oil.
I think that could have gone. I'm not going to put it in change, but like that could have gone on. I could have done that for 5 minutes. I could have done like some funny categories and like best beard, 3 pirates, and then like I don't know, just a normal, a real famous person. I'm trying to think. You know what I'm trying to say. You know the 3 and the fake one gag. I want that could have gone on. I could have had 5 minutes of funny pirate nominations. and editing, I could have had 5 minutes of Gordon's alive. Are you a Flash Gordon fan, Will?
Never seen it. Never seen it.
I've never
But
seen it.
Brian Blessed. Well, I have two voices. I alternate between Brian Blessed and Stephen Fry for the sounds of my sat nav. You've arrived at your destination. It's incredibly loud.
You tried to turn it down. In the Brian Blessed option, this is not available. You cannot turn it down. Which takes us into best single minute. Will, you said you had plenty. Shoot.
Abundance. The opening with the wonderful Victoria. I hate pirates. Quite sinister, actually. Quite a good little opening into. And the best thing about being a pirate is ham night.
Oh,
It's
yes.
great. The pirate ship montage when he keeps landing on loads of ships.
That's the best. That's the best.
It's very good. Taking Darwin's house, go to Darwin's house and having fun in the bath.
Yes, the bath chase is rather excellent.
Very nicely animated. I admire the craft. Taking Polly, stealing Polly, walking home drunk from having fun with the Elephant Man, and the Pirates of the Year show with all of the nominees and awards.
I don't want to be crude, but I forgot about, I'm rather happy that the Elephant Man got laid in this movie. He's walking away with a woman. It's not just Anne Bancroft being nice to him and going, "You're so lovely, John." It's now he's getting some laid, some marmalade. Brendan, please, you were in one film. That's all you talk about, Brendan. Are you going to now say that that's a better Brendan Gleeson performance than in Bruges?
Yeah. I can't do it. I can't finish without wearing the costume. I have to hold the backs, the rolling pin.
I have to. Suzanne, you don't understand. It's like Miss Saigon who wakes up. I'm your wife now. Forever. Last night I watched him sleeping. The name he said, and then he shouted out a name, and it sounded like Paddington.
It sounded like marmalade.
I mean, if Rain on the Roof was on Spotify, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be able to finish without listening to it. The question is, if Rain on the Roof was on Spotify, would that have been in our top 100 songs for the past 5 years?
Yes.
I legitimately do think, I unequivocally, I'm still angry about that. I'll never forgive them. There was this whole campaign to get the Brie Larson Black Sheep, oh, here again, friend of a friend, from Scott Pilgrim. Finally got that on Spotify. We now need to start the campaign of getting listen to the rain. You know what? I'm going to watch it immediately after this podcast.
Yeah.
All I needed was a captive audience. Oh, glorious.
Oh,
glorious.
lock me. Oh, you already did.
Oh, God. What an incredible film. I'm getting it ready. There it is. I only needed to type in RA. I made a feature-length film called RA, and it's on YouTube. Oh my God! Somebody's made a YouTube compilation. Hugh Grant having too much fun in Paddington 2 for 4 minutes straight. Oh yes, I'm sending that over to you now, Will.
Thank you very much.
In the meantime, Will, can you please tell us about? Let's get negative. Let's talk about changes. I've got here Salma Hayek. I don't think she's a very good voice actor. I think she's pretty bad.
And yeah, I mean, the character doesn't have much to do either. But
no, I'm not. Yeah, but neither does Brian Blessed, technically.
Massive diamond.
Yeah, the world's biggest diamond. You know, yeah, but you could ham it, don't you? You could ham it. And you know, there's so many. Brian Blessed's only in it for a little bit, and you know, you can't always get what you want. We're recording this a week after Charlie Watts dying, which means that Will has listened to a lot of Rolling Stones for the first time, probably. Will, what do you
Hey,
think?
I love what?
Any changes, Will?
Um, I hate to say it, but possibly David Tennant could also ham it up a bit. He's going for the feeble sort of. I like it, but go more, do more, David.
I liked the whole sad, morose, downward. I think you could up, I guess, the fascination with Queen Victoria. That's ripe for some humour. Which takes us into we skipped best line. Best line, Will, why don't you kick us off?
Great news, Your Majesty. The French are defeated at last. Also the Russians, the Portuguese, the Chinese, and the Welsh. I thought you'd enjoy that one.
I did enjoy that one, especially the Welsh. I've got you've already said on mine. Oh no, it's not, they're not pirates, they're Girl Scouts. And that one. However, my favourite was definitely makes electricity look like a load of crap. That's yes, very tough. Every time I've entered, I've failed to win, so I must have a really good chance this time. Very funny. Any other ones, Will?
That's it. That's it.
That is it. What's the change you've just discussed? Anything left from your notes, Will?
I've got nothing left from me notes.
Got nothing left.
I've got nothing.
What's left from my notes? I've just put Smaug, Imelda Staunton's Gold Cave. Are you a Lord of the Rings fan, Will? Or should I say rather a Hobbit fan?
I still haven't seen the third movie, but I went to the cinema to see the first two.
And you were such a fan, you didn't bother.
It reminded me more of the was it Scrooge McDuck?
Oh yes, Scrooge McDuck. Yeah. Who was your favourite number 2? Is it this or is it Robert Wagner in Austin Powers?
I mean, it's Robert Wagner in Austin Powers.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to go for Martin Freeman because Martin Freeman never killed his wife. Oh my God.
Whoa.
We need to do Austin Powers. I really, really like.
Adore the Austin Powers movies.
I think we could do a Mike Myers fortnight. Austin Powers trilogy. 3, 2, 1. Cat in the Hat. Oh. I was going to say Cat in the Hat. I've really been getting into Cat in the Hat, and I don't know anymore if it's unironic. I think there are certain gags in there that are good gags. Oh yeah! Like Universal Studios. Cha-ching! Fired. You are Mr. Humberflube. Oh, Alec Baldwin is just having the time of his goddamn life. No, I think I do. Taiwanese Parliament. You tell them. No more big government. Great stuff. Great stuff. A few fun facts. No dodo. Oh, this is what it says during the credits. No dodos were made extinct during the making of this film. And introducing Mr. Bobo as himself.
I didn't realize how big dodos were. They're about as tall as, not as me, because I'm quite tall. But I'd say at least 4 foot high.
Yeah, it kind of it removes all credibility from the phrase, you could shove a dodo up your ass. Cancelled sequel by August 2011. Aardman had been already working on a sequel idea. Oh. By June 2012, a story had been prepared, awaiting Sony to back the project. Eventually, Sony decided not to support the project due to insufficient international earnings. According to Peter Lord, it got close, but not quite close enough. I was all fired up for doing more. It was so much fun to do. We actually have a possible Pirates in an Adventure with Cowboys that would have been just great.
I'm happy as a standalone movie, I think.
You've had this opinion every single time. With Chicken Run, and I'm not like every movie, not like Butch Cassidy, but like with every Aardman, to say that sort of you are a huge Pixar fan as well, and they've sort of fallen into the glut of sequels.
Yeah.
You've sort of got a bit of
I think it's because with Aardman movies, they craft these characters so well, and straight from the get-go, they have a start point and an end point, and each character has its own development in every story, that there's no need.
and also it kind of feels like that. Like, I love all three of the Naked Gun movies, but sometimes I do think to myself, what if there were just two really, really gag-filled Naked Gun movies instead of three? I don't honestly think that, because I think 2 and 3 are similarly pretty gag-filled. Which is Old Codger. Clint Eastwood in Old Codger. That's in and Out. That's in the fake Oscars in and Out with Glenn Close. That's another great fake Oscars. The Geriatric Park. That's the Naked Gun 3. Gandhi 2, is that one of the Naked? I think that's one of the Naked Gun, or is that UHF? Oh God, something. Anyway, I love fake movies. I wrote a comedy recently, and the first thing I did was make a fake Oscars and make a. Anyway, I don't want to give away too many gags. One day, people will turn back on this and go, "Oh my God, they're talking about like Sister Like Brother." In real life, Charles Darwin was a member of the Gourmet or Glutton Society, which involved eating not necessarily endangered but unusual animals such as parakeets and owls.
You ever eaten an owl?
No. Shoved one up my arse, though. In the scene below deck in the pirate captain's office, there is a list of boat rules. These include: the captain is always right. Players must take turns rolling the dice. Don't use pigs as cannonballs. Don't over-accessorize. Don't rain on the pirate captain's parade. No parades. Use your inside voice below decks. Don't throw over empty yogurt pots. They make excellent containers for small plants. No matter how much they cry, no matter how much they beg, never feed them after midnight. We've done Gremlins. We have done Gremlins now. We haven't done it. We haven't recorded it yet, but we have released in this weird. Are you like fully in on Gremlins like me, or is it going to be?
I love Gremlins. What were you on?
I don't know. I was thinking the other day. Do you want to do The Family Man, or do you want to do Jack Frost with Michael Keaton?
The Family Man.
Because I watched Jack Frost a lot as a kid, and I'm waiting to watch it again and go, oh no, that was pretty terrible. That was a bad movie. You made a bad movie.
Stealing my lines. That's one of my catchphrases on the soundboard.
Better stop motion film.
Motion. I never said it wasn't.
You got me there. So the film is based off 2 of the Pirates books. It also includes elements of In an Adventure with Whaling, where they fight off against Cutlass Liz. Since Anthony Yelchin passed away in 2016, this is the only animated film he ever starred in. David Tennant voices Charles Darwin, who meets Queen Victoria. When else has David Tennant met Queen Victoria?
That would be Doctor Who Series 2, Episode 3, Tooth and Claw.
Excellent, Will. Absolutely excellent. I don't know if it's Season 2, Episode 3. It is Season 2. We both know that. Let me check.
Unless you count the Christmas special, which would be one. Could be 4.
Doctor Who. Tooth and Claw is Episode 2. I knew it was Episode 2. I don't want to be that guy, but I did.
So did I.
What is okay? So then, it's Tooth and Claw. Then
what have we got before?
Sorry,
we've got Christmas special. Then we've got
Christmas special. Then we've got New Earth.
Which
is like, what's the point? New Earth, Tooth and Claw, Then
Yeah.
I thought this was a two-parter. It's not. It's a return of a classic character.
Return. Oh. Oh,
Anthony Head.
Yes, it's something to do with school reunion.
School reunion is correct. Followed by The Girl in the Fireplace. Followed by our first two-parter.
Which will be Age of Steel: Rise of the Cybermen.
Rise of the Cybermen. Followed by Yorkshire's Own.
Oh.
Well, it's not actually Yorkshire's Own, but it was
No,
filmed.
The Idiot's Lantern.
The Idiot's Lantern at Emily Moore Mast. Yeah.
Yep.
Then it's the next two-parter.
Oh, the Ood. So it's
The Impossible Planet and the Satan Pit.
Yeah.
Then we have the episode where David Tennant gets a week off.
Love and Monsters.
Love and Monsters with
And
Peter
Fear
Kay as the
Absorbaloff.
Jesus Christ. Victor Kennedy, the Absorbaloff. What a load of crap. Followed by
Fear
Fear Her, yeah. Oh, good episode. Followed by
the finale, is it then?
yeah, Army of Ghosts and Doomsday.
And, yeah.
Tracy Ann Oberman, Mrs. Purchase. As yeah. I'm not saying it's the best ever, Will. I know that Fear Her is not too great, but I like the whole
ranked, I think, the second lowest of series 2 and maybe of all time.
I mean, that's not. There are so many worse episodes.
What there are?
Every single one Matt Smith ever made.
Oh, series 5 is excellent.
Sure. In the books upon the movie is based, Cutlass Liz is described as resembling Julie Christie as she appeared in Billy Liar or Darling. So that's my second biggest change. Make her look like Julie Christie. Next fun fact. The pirate with gout has a blue Peter badge on his hat. The song You Can Get It If You Really Want It plays over the closing credits. The song also featured prominently in Blackpool, which also starred David Tennant. Have you watched Blackpool, Will?
Never seen it.
Blackpool is basically like a musical TV series with David Morrissey and David Tennant set in Blackpool. And it's like, but it's all pop songs. I've only seen clips. I think I need to watch it. Tagline rundown. It's a plunderful life.
Very good. Very good.
Laugh your booty off. Nah.
Yeah.
Prepare for a new breed of pirate. No.
Mm-hmm.
Join the crew and kick some booty. No.
Mm-hmm.
Places to pillage, people to skewer.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go plundering. Bring me my brown pants. Is that from the film?
I don't think so.
And get ready for a new breed of pirate. So it's a plunderful life.
It's a beautiful life.
They came up with that and they were like, right, we're going to make 10 really bad ones so that they stick with it. It's a plunderful life. And then they probably chose, get some booty. Tom's big question I've got here. I know it's an animated movie and it's all, but all those pirates are just going to throw all their money around in the bar and all that money. Who's going to collect it? And
yeah, I also, I knew this would annoy you. It's yeah.
Feels
I
like
don't know.
bad pirating.
How do they pick it back up?
Exactly. Yeah.
Surely, they're only there to enter the Pirate of the Year. So where would they submit the money? Would they have to take it somewhere else to put it into the collections office?
It's completely stupid. And it would have been worth it if there was a man in a windbreaker in the corner who goes, 56 gold doubloons, 56 gold doubloons, definitely 56 gold doubloons, definitely 56 gold doubloons. He goes, fucking Ray, did you just fart, Ray? He goes, Ray, there's how many gold doubloons was it, Bellamy? It was 60 gold doubloon. See, there you go, Bellamy. See, there you go, Ray. Sorry, 60 gold.
It's Blackbeard's older brother that he had to keep at the bar.
I got rose bushes, didn't I? I got rose bushes. I got the car. I got rose bushes. I'm happy. Sure, Black bottom Bellamy's sitting on $1,000, but sure, I got rose bushes. I got the rose bushes. You're taking advantage of Bellamy. You're taking advantage of me. How was that kiss, Ray? Wet kiss. Where? And also I've put here, aren't they all the pirate captain? Why is he the pirate captain?
Because he's great. Because it's Hugh Grant.
Sure. Well, next week we enter the world of Wallace and Gromit.
You've forgotten the crack, Gromit.
Yes, we did these out of order because I wanted to do just a whole week of Gromits and Wallace and Gromits.
Yes,
if we were out of, as they are most commonly known, we're doing a two-parter, looking at all 4 of the shorts, and then ending the week with Weir Rabbit on Saturday.
Very nice.
Before we rewatch, any particular favourites in the world of Wallace and Gromit, Will? Or
Curse of the Were-Rabbit is supreme, and I think it's gonna. We'll probably decide together during the week whether I prefer Romp Trousers or Close Shave. I'm yet decided on that.
I watched Romp Trousers a lot as a kid.
Yeah.
And I think I was like, the matter of Loaf and Death was part of Comic Relief, was it not? I remember like that being a big deal, and I remember watching it live.
Or a Christmas special sort of thing.
Yeah, I remember watching it live.
Yeah.
Close Shave, what's the plot of Close Shave again?
Shaun the Sheep.
Oh, I can't remember.
It's great. I think maybe even Close Shave will take it for me.
I'm a big fan of Romp Trousers.
We were just about to have some cheese. Oh no, brings me out in a rash. Not even Wensleydale.
The big thing is that I hate cheese. So like I've never been a big Wallace and Gromit fan. I just don't like cheese at all. I'm a big Gromit fan, love Gromit. He's the guy. God, I've never been uncooler in my life. Love Gromit. He's the
Have you seen
guy.
Lenny Henry's Wallace and Gromit sketch, the live action?
Wow.
I'm gonna send this to you.
Who does Lenny Henry play?
Well,
Does he play a big purple monster and sing Motel, Hotel, Holiday Inn, and nobody guesses that it's Lenny Henry? Those absolute idiots.
Terrible.
Nobody on that show has ever sounded more like their person, and yet they were like, "Oh, I don't know."
There you go.
Right. Will's going to watch the best of Hugh Grant, which we've all seen many, many, many times already. I'm going to watch Lenny Henry, Wallace and Gromit time. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to treat myself to a Nando's.
Oh, very nice.
Because I'm off on the piss and I want an immunity. I don't know if that's how it works, but yeah.
Enjoy.
And just you know the meme of the man talking to the woman? That tonight is going to be me going, yeah. And then like you think it's done, and then you hear the start. Do you know Follies? And it's Rain on the Roof. And
let me send you it.
I've got it here. Oh, do you want me to do it?
Will you sign my petition to get it on Spotify?
And then yours will be. I love Aardman. I appreciate the crowd. Oh God. No, my new one's gonna be, you know what my new one is yeah, I was at CX and they had the whole thing for 20 quid. Yeah, no, so like I watch a couple of episodes of Cheers every night to go to bed. Yeah, I know. Do you like Cheers? What? Yeah, Cheers. No. Do you like Cheers? Yeah, Cheers, yeah, thanks, yeah. Oh, my friends ask it. No. Sam and Diane. Oh, great stuff.
Very good.
No, I've got one more.
Oh.
You know, this is afterwards. She's talking to a friend, and he was like, "No, he was like really nice and really funny, and he wasn't ugly, but he kept talking about what was it? I can't remember. Kept talking about Jim Broadbent in a movie. I was like, oh, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. No, it wasn't that one. Bridget Jones. No. It was like he played like a German guy. Where Eagles Dead. No, not that one. He played like it was like kept talking about these rolling machines.
Dabba 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 da da ba 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 ba.